Right, so I've run into a problem with my inland 07241 mouse. I'm just kind of reading up the file name or the name on the website. It was surprisingly easy to take apart. Didn't have to unscrew anything, but that's not the point. That's just how I got it apart. Yeah, basically the scroll wheel is no longer functioning properly. So you can see this is moving just fine, clicking just fine, no issue whatsoever. I'll try not to move the mouse around too much because I got it on manual focus because it's the only way I can get it to focus. But see, the problem is this little black piece over here. Let me get something a little smaller to point at it with. This is supposed to move along with the wheel, and it's not doing it. It's not scrolling. I'm not sure what exactly it is, but sometimes when I push this over, and try to do this without getting in the light. Yeah, see, when I push it over, it's actually doing it right. It's actually, rotating this little, get the pointer again, this little black piece. So I don't know what the problem is, because I have. This mouse has not been abused at all. I've only owned it and used it properly for like 3 or 4 months, and I don't know why the default placement is no longer catching whatever gear is in there, and it's supposed to cover the the movement process. I'm trying to find some way to fix this because I'd rather not have to spend another $17, including shipping, to buy a different product. This time not from Inland, of course. I'm trying to find a way to fix it. But this is something you gotta worry about if you ever want to buy a cheap gaming mouse and see Inland on Newegg. It's kind of cheaply designed. A few more bits and pieces of it. And yeah, the scroll wheel wears out ridiculously quickly. For comparison, my old Logitech LX3 that did get a bit of abuse because made the mistake of playing Black Ops and Counter-Strike Global Offensive Open Beta on it. Not good times. But the middle click of the thing broke, obviously. You've seen it in my other videos, but the main function of the scroll wheel on that, even with the abuse, lasted a lot longer than this. Unbelievable. So I managed to MacGyver myself a cheap, works sometimes sort of fix for this this little issue. It involves one of these. I know it's real shaky and not very good, but it's a little rubber washer from one of the various kits that came with the computer building setup and whatnot, and one of these screws. Let's try to get this into where it's being focused. Sorry, it's kind of hard to get everything in focus. It looks kind of like it's focused in the view screen, but I just know when it's actually played on the computer, it's going to be about a million miles away from focused. This is the way things work. But yeah, stuck the screw on this side and the washer on this side. It doesn't always work, as you should be able to see the little gear on the, well, for the camera it's on the right side, but in the actual design, the left side of the mouse is scrolling some of the time that the actual mouse is, which is obviously much better than before. The only way to make this work even better with such a fix would be to push one side a little more towards the center, but I can't do that. Even without the washer on this side, I can't fit the screw and a washer onto this same side. it's just not enough room. It just pushes too much against the little guardrail support thing here. And there's no way it can fit another washer on this side. It's just not enough space. I mean, there might be if I broke the plastic a little, but I'm not going to do that. It's a big nonsensical mess, and I shouldn't have had to do any of this in the first place. But it's a solution, and I suppose if you have the parts conveniently on hand. In fact, I found these silver screws sitting in a miniature screwdriver set. If you have the parts on hand, this is a way to fix it. It's kind of annoying, but it works. I think the point still stands, though. Let me just put the side buttons back in. Start putting this back together on camera, because why not? Point still stands. I'd avoid Intech as a company that you buy mouses from, or mice. Grammatically, mouses or mice makes more sense, but I'm not sure if that really fully, properly, works with the computer variety. Yeah, I'd avoid this company. It's not that good.